We welcome you back to the WHHI Daily News, joined by candidate for Congress, Mac Deford, who is running against, he hopes, Nancy Mace eventually. You've still got to get through a primary situation. We're talking 2024, a ways from now, but it's good to get yourself out there and to be introduced. So introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your background and why you're running for Congress.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Bob,
Sure.
for having me on this morning. I am not a stranger to Hilton Head Island. I was the general counsel for the town up until recently, but I'm lived in the Lowcountry now for most of my adult life. I was stationed in Charleston with the U.S. Coast Guard when I was 21 years old. I served as a federal law enforcement officer. I'm a graduate of our state schools, the Citadel and the Charleston School of Law.
Okay.
And so as an attorney, I've worked in the corporate side and also for the town of Mount Pleasant, and most recently as general counsel for the town of Hilton Head Island. So very keenly aware of the issues that we face here on the local level.
What do you think those issues are? What's the most important thing?
Well, I think for the Lowcountry, people are really concerned about our environment, protecting our natural resources. I mean, our beaches, our waterways, our rivers, those are very precious resources to us. So making an investment in our infrastructure is another one. You know, we have the 278 bridge here that we all know. There needs to be improvements with rebuilding that bridge. And then I would say affordable housing. We have a housing crisis. I mean, my wife and I, we live in Mount Pleasant. We're both attorneys, but if we were to sell our townhouse, our townhouse today, we probably wouldn't be able to live in Mount Pleasant anymore. And workforce housing has been something that I've been working on here on the island as an attorney.
So you understand the particular issue here.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
What can be done about that, though, legislatively? Is there much that Congress can do on that issue?
I think so.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that the town of Hilton Head Island really is forward thinking in how they're addressing workforce housing. I'm really proud of the town. I'm proud to have been a part of that when I was general counsel, working on workforce housing solutions for the town. I think that one way that Congress can help is by providing grant funding for municipalities and counties and nonprofit organizations to acquire land and for horizontal construction that can really attract quality developers to come in and also make that investment into workforce housing.
Okay, good luck with that. Healthcare is something I noticed in some of your literature you're interested in. Tell us what needs to be done there.
Yeah, well, so we have some of the we rank towards the bottom in terms of mortality rates rankings here in the state of South Carolina. We also are one of the states that did not expand Medicaid, which leaves about $2 billion on the table that the state of South Carolina is leaving. We also are about halfway through the baby boomer cohort that it will be entering the retirement age of Medicare. By 2030, that population will have doubled, and the current financial structure that underpins Medicare is just not equipped to deal with that. So we have to tackle legislation to ensure that Medicare is there for our seniors, but we also have to focus on the other things that influence healthcare, because 60% of your health outcomes don't have to do with going to the doctor, they don't have to do with medicine, but we have to start looking at healthcare as housing, because housing is healthcare. Education is healthcare. Gun violence right now, guns are the leading cause of death amongst young children. So we have to take a more holistic view in terms of healthcare, but also making sure that it's accessible and affordable to all South Carolinians.
Okay. Something for next time we talk.
Absolutely.
We're looking forward to that. Mac Deford for Congress. So that's actually the website, defordforcongress.com. If you want to learn more about where Mac is on the different issues, we still haven't even talked national defense and all that. We're going to have you back sometime and do all that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck to you in the campaign ahead.
All right. Thank you, Bob.
All right, Mac Deford. We'll be back with more right after this.